Welcome, welcome, welcome. I guess we'll do something like that. How's it going? G2027RR. Hopefully you're doing well today. All right. Yeah, close enough. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Roseguard. Now this is haven't done anything to it. We just basically loaded in do all the normal stuff that you gotta do in Minecraft. The beginning stages are always the funnest. Oh yeah, buddy, you're about to be smacked around. Okay. Let's go and get that down. Totally different than Bedrock, but hey, you know what? We're gonna learn it. Let's see, let's go on and just get some of this stuff. And a sword. Oh yeah. Definitely a new game. Well, for me. Whoa. Mainly I've been a Bedrock player, but with the recent issues with Bedrock, it's just time to give Java a chance. I like the shaders. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of research, but not that much. I guess Redstone is completely different than on Bedrock. I guess finding sheep is a little bit different. There we go. Now we're getting some food. Now I do want to explore, try and find a place to actually start building. The thing I'm really interested about is seeing the stats and stuff as we go along. There we go. Okay, some little foxes there. I think this is like a old growth biome. Definitely need pumpkins for a pumpkin farm later on. So what edition do you play? Do you play Bedrock or do you play Java? If you don't mind sharing. Come on, sheep. Oh, I think I see another one. Yes. Oh, okay. Mainly bedrock. Yeah, I do redstone. And builds also. Um, the last time we played on bedrock, we had just finished up an automatic item sorter that also put every item into shulkers. Okay. But altogether, I really like Minecraft. Just want to get back to the basics, having fun. Try some Java Edition. But I did notice on Bedrock that now whenever you... Whoa, that's gonna burn. Hmm. I mean, how dangerous could that be? I see a few zombies down there. Okay. Let's keep on going. Let's see. There's the burning tower. Let's go and get on over here. Uh, Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing some first person shooters lately. So it just got to a point with Minecraft on my last one, on my last world, that it was becoming more and more just like a solo world. So I wanted to just go on and go forward and make a solo world. What I'm noticing is like a lot of Minecraft viewers, they come and go. All right, let's see. We are gonna make a couple torches. Boom. And we will do that here. We'll try and get this stuff. So, are you a content creator? Not yet. Right on. Yeah, it's definitely easier whenever you're just starting out. Minecraft, I mean, not Minecraft, but YouTube will push your channel a lot more. Once you start, you know, after you get monetized, it feels like they kind of pull back and then you're on your own. And monetization, so far, I'm waiting on my VR. Nice. Um, once you get monetized, it just feels like YouTube backs off of your channel. And there's like no help to get new viewers and all that other good stuff. So just keep that in mind. And it's not like I streamed and I made videos for over a year before monetization. And I still haven't received a check. Um, and that's been like a couple months ago. We'll go on and throw down a torch. Let's see. We're going to craft a bed. There we go. First night's sleep. All right. And we will start recording with replay mod. Let's see. Oh, I mean, we got some copper. At least we got a little bit more coal right here. All right. Now we should have enough stone. We're not going to grab this copper. Yeah. Like, especially if you're doing like everything live or something, it's really hard. Because let's say you need a bunch of stone and you need to go mining for stone. All right. Then that's what your stream's gonna be. And a lot of people, from what I've been seeing, aren't into like a lot of mining. Because you can watch some of my Castle Rock stuff where we were building the world's largest maze. And, you know, some of those videos did good, some of them didn't. Ooh, we need wood. And we could probably cook some of this meat. I want to get a little bit of wood. Let's see. We're just gonna place this down real quick. We're gonna place that down. Boom, boom. And we'll just grab from this tree. But as far as the journey, I would say definitely just enjoy the journey of being a content creator. You know, you're gonna have your ups, your downs. You're gonna have people that come through and just no, not that one. Yes. We'll take that. Boom. We will go on and replace our shovels and our axe. Boom. And we can't do our sword just yet. But that's okay. There, we will put that up. Let's go get this iron. But I think all in all together, my most favorite thing with Minecraft is just the ability to build whatever your heart desires. You know, it doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be beautiful, you know, even though stuff like that does help. But for the most part, as long as you're having fun, that's all that truly matters. Okay, I think we're good here. I want to grab that lichen, but we're gonna need some shears for that. There we go. We'll cook this other raw pork chop, and then we'll throw our iron on there. Maybe grab a little bit more wood. All right. And then we will get going. Where did I hear about Minecraft? I started playing Minecraft whenever it first came out. So I've been playing since I think it was 360. Whenever it came out on 360, I believe. My nephew actually told me about Minecraft. Before that, I used to play a lot of GTA 5, well, GTA in general, a lot of Fallout. And then after playing Minecraft the very first time, I was hooked. Just something about the simplicity of it, you know, being able to do whatever. All right, let's see. We are going to make shears. Boom. Pop that right there. Let's go grab this lichen. What about you? When did you hear about Minecraft? Because I'm not young. I'm not young at all. Let's go and take our stuff. Let's keep on going. We will grab some of those. Ooh, look, another tunnel. Okay. Well, we'll grab a couple more. Never knowing we're gonna need more coal. And also, I guess Java just got trident killers from what I was reading. Don't know if that's true, but I want to say I read something online about how Java Edition finally got trident killers. I was around I think 10 years old. My big brother showed me Minecraft. I saw people building incredible stuff, and the redstone mainly was what made me start playing. Nice. Yeah, redstone's fun. Redstone's very fun. Like on our bedrock world, we have a 16 portal gold farm. Um, I Do you know portals? They don't work like that on Java. Wait. Must be a village nearby. Yep. Yo. Maybe we can trap the villagers here. Uh, there's some barrels. Let's see how different villages. Ooh, chest. Okay. Let's go on and just chunk some of this stuff in here. Excuse me, partner. Yeah. I'm gonna be blocking them in so that way they can't leave. They're mine. Okay, let's see what else can we put in here. We'll throw that in. We'll throw those in. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hey, look, another chest. I will take that. I'm telling you, these villagers, they are pushy. Um, we, the villagers didn't see anything. Ooh, nice. I will take that. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Another chest? Don't mind if I do. All right. Let's see. We'll throw that in there. Okay. That's a pretty decent haul from this village, and there's a couple more. I mean, if I could find another bundle, I think that would be awesome. Hey, look, asking you shall receive. We will. Okay, so tools can't go in there. Let's put you down right there. We will put that. I think that's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, usually, like, I'll find like maybe one or two, but this one's like, I don't even know if we've been in this one. Excuse me, sir. What? Okay, you know what? We're just gonna take you with us. Okay. Hmm. Now, which direction should we go? And maybe we should actually build us a boat. There we go. Now we can just zoom across the water. Now let's look out for the perfect place to start building. I want it more or less as flat as we can possibly do for right now. This doesn't look too bad. What are your thoughts on the new spear? Um, what new spear? Oh, the spear. Um, I think it will be interesting because we haven't really had water mobs added in a long time. I know there was a lot of people that were thinking like sharks were going to be added to the game, but I like how they did the Nautilus with the zombie version as well. Come here, chickens. I need your food. Whoa. So I can't wait. I've never had what is it? Um that hammer thing from the trial chambers. Never had one of those. Never really been into like PvP. Um all right, let's go looking. So I don't really have that much experience as far as that, but like building redstone, you know, that stuff I've done. That's a strange wall of dirt. Let's see. Maybe we'll go out this direction. I mean, personally, I cannot wait for them to actually do a end update. I know a lot of Bedrock players were hoping for an end update, but I truly cannot wait until there's an end update. I mean, you got the overworld, you have the nether. They've all been executed perfectly, but whenever you go into the end, you know, if you're not raiding ancient cities, if you're not repairing your tools, you know, in all honesty, there's just nothing to do in the end. Now, if they would update it to make it to where, you know, there was just certain things that, yeah, I agree. If they would make it to where you had a purpose to be in the end other than just grabbing shulker shells and trying to survive, look at that. Mushroom Island. That's a pretty decent sized one. All right, we're going past this thing. Oh, that's actually a pretty decent size for a mushroom island or mushroom island, whatever you want to call it. We'll definitely be getting the cows. You know, a lot of people forget you can hit those. You can make a orbital strike cannon in Java, I think. Well, the one thing that I'm looking forward to doing is playing on the nether roof. Um, Everybody knows in Bedrock you can get on the nether roof, but you can't build. I can't wait to build farms on top of the nether roof. Or like, I know everybody has different feelings on it, but like TNT dupers to clear out a whole area, I think that would be fun to do. Okay, we found some more land. Let's see. Good place to park, get up, and go explore. All right. Yeah. I think from red they turned to like brown mushroom cows. Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Really do. Um, all right, let's come back over here. We'll check this stuff out. I mean, I definitely want a decent size to build on. It doesn't have to be like uber big, but I mean, it would be amazing if like there was a village over here somewhere. I mean, this looks almost perfect. Got like a little, oh, and there's village. Okay, let's go and do this. Boom, boom. We'll take those down. We'll toss that stuff up. Let's go on and eat. Ooh. So we will have to come back over here at nighttime, block them in. We definitely don't want these guys being attacked or dying. Anything up here? Ooh, look, there is a chest. On this. This township looks pretty decent in size. Anything? Anything up here? Nope. Nope. A lot of these homes probably won't have chests in them. Let's go inside here. No chest. There we go. We'll grab all that. Let's go out to this place. Okay. I think that was everything. We'll just double check this one. Okay. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry about that. Just look at all this stuff. They won't mind, will they? Oh, okay. Huh. I was like, where did I put my stuff? All right, sheep. There we go. All right, we got 2 empty bundles. Let's see. There we go. We'll put that right there. Very first book. There goes potatoes. Okay, that will work. Let's see. Okay. There we go. So let's just go on and pop these back in here. Boom, boom, boom. We'll take that raw mutton out. We need coal. Okay. So I guess we do have to. Wait, no, we got coal. Now 2 pieces of coal. What's Roseguard? This is Roseguard. This is the new world. All right, let's go on and craft up. Well, Roseguard isn't the shader pack. Oops. We'll drop these down here. The shader pack is complementary shaders. This is on Java, not Bedrock. So we just started this world this morning, exploring it. You know, we're not gonna rush it. You still have like a ton of things. Yeah, but with the issues that Minecraft Bedrock Edition has been having on PC, it makes it unplayable at times. Um, I know that they fixed some of the issues, and we still have the other worlds. What I did was I took them off of the realm, and they're just now sitting in my world folders. And we'll probably play on them now and then. Okay. Let's see, we need this. Okay, one right there. We'll put one right there. Yeah, I just play Minecraft for competitive servers, so I don't really care about survival bugs. Yeah. I mean, if you're going for like a forever world thing, yeah, it, the bugs and stuff, that does really hurt. And then at least with Java, we have the replay mod, which I'm super excited to learn how to use that. Let's see. Okay, so we'll pop that up there. Was there anything else that we needed to do right offhand? No. But we will do the trees. We'll do something like that. And a lot of people lose all their words. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people did lose their worlds, and it's a crying shame because once you lose them, you don't get them back. So right now, all that we're doing is we're going to be planting up a bunch of trees because we're going to need a bunch of wood. Yeah, and for like bedrock, there's a bug going around. We have it on our world to where, like, let's say you're flying this direction with your Electro or any direction, um, you will run into these walls. No, no, no. You wouldn't be able to get them back up. You would run into these chunk loading errors, and so you would fly smack into a wall, and then you would have to wait until the chunk actually loads up. It's not like the newest issue, but it is still a pretty decent size issue. All right. Yeah. Now, at least here we don't need to do too much terraforming. Maybe some here and there. See, now used to on 360, any of my 360 players, um they will remember this where you could upload your save. And so like I have my very original world for Minecraft um on a 360 save. That's the save that me and my son worked on for like 2.5, 3 years. Oh, I couldn't even imagine that one. All right, let's go exploring this direction. All right, we got some animals over here. I could imagine, especially with how buggy it's been since the last update. Um, you see if you have them on your YouTube channel, Minecraft, they're still posting stuff every day, and people are like, fix Bedrock," and Minecraft's not commenting on it, not doing very much of anything. Bedrock players have asked um Minecraft to actually communicate better with the community, and still nothing, which is sad. It truly is. What's over here? Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the server whenever whenever we do the server, that will be when we um actually build up a community. I don't want to do a server and be paying for it for people not to play on it. So once we actually get a community going, you know, then yeah, the server um face reveal is still at 10K subs. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, like the memberships help um be able to afford the servers. But then, with the community, you would have people also gifting memberships. And I would make it to where, like, good gracious, this thing just keeps on going further and further. Um, I'd make it to once you had a channel membership status that you could continue playing on the server. What is that? What did they do? Hello, bees. I'll be coming for you. Oh, I mean, that does sound interesting. But then again, if you really like the channel and you really like, the content creator, channel memberships are the way to go. Um, it's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of like a thank you to the content creator. I mean, we did get our very first donation, super chat, and all that stuff, which was pretty cool. And plus, I think whenever I do a server, I want to do it kind of like how Waxrod has his. All right, let's get back over here. Our trees are starting to grow. We're getting some food. Here, let's do this. We'll just toss that up there. And then we will put that. Um, Probably gonna add like shops, but ultimately, what it be for is for other content creators. That's what I really want. I want to be able to play with other content creators. Um, Bottom line, just like kind of like a hermitcraft or like what Wombat does. Any of y'all know who Wombat is? Just one with no viewers. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can do something real quick. You good games too much. Let's see. Videos 3 weeks ago. Car Trap and Sky Wars. Starting from scratch on one block, episode 1, 4 weeks ago. Let's go on and throw them a subscribe, everybody. There you go. Live streams 1 month ago. All right. Well, I just subscribed to you. Oh, I wish I was the world's best YouTuber. And I will definitely talk to C. Wallace. He is part of the 100% Club. If you're new to this channel, the 100% Club is for those members that come out for all the Minecraft live streams. Sit there, chat it up with me, you know, just 100% supportive, you know. They can even sit there and just lurk. But that's my 100% club, you know. A little over like a year and a half, maybe 2 years. I know 2024 we were doing Castle Rock with the world's largest maze. Oh man, we're gonna have to go mining here soon. We're running. We need more stone for our axes. Don't break. Don't break. Yeah. Well, see, like 4K subs in 2 years. A lot of those subs that would come and they would actually subscribe to the channel after watching what we're doing, but they wouldn't stick around. And I'm pretty sure you're aware of this too. You'll have people that will come on and they will sub for you. We only got one. Okay, we need to get some stone. We'll just grab from right here for right now. But that's the name of Minecraft and of YouTube. People will sit there, they'll sub to you. They might watch you once or twice, but it's those that continuously come back, just like you, EJ. Yeah, you know what I mean. And it's those people that actually will sit there and watch you. Those are the ones that are making a difference in your channel. Because like I'm pretty sure y'all have seen all the ads in my videos and stuff. Those ads, they only make you maybe, you know, 2 cents per watched ad. Um, a lot of them you'll get like 0.003 cents per ad, and so you don't really make that. That's where a lot of people are failing to remember. If you get 1,000 people to watch 100% of your videos, then yeah, you're gonna do all right. But that's just not the case. You're not gonna have 1,000 people every single time watching your videos. Okay, we can chop down this tree. Yeah, viewers and likes. Likes on your videos help. Also, engagement as well as length of time of watching the videos. All that stuff helps because the longer more people watch your videos, the something with the algorithm will push your videos forward, saying, "Hey, look, other people are enjoying this content. You might enjoy it too." And usually it's a hit or miss. Let's see. I think we are going to build another big one right there. And we should have enough iron to craft a bucket. There we go. Boom. Let's start clearing out. Well, I got an ad earlier. Yeah. See, now you get it. Now you get how it actually works. But like I was saying, even though I've been monetized for a while now, I still have yet to receive a paycheck or any kind of check from YouTube. And that's because whenever you start out, you can only withdraw if, let's say, you have $100 in your account on YouTube. That's the only time that you can actually withdraw money. If you have $99 worth of revenue, you can't withdraw. Dr. Donut blew up. Yeah. I watched a couple of that one. I still don't understand if it's what kind of stuff they plan on doing. Um, if Dr. Donut's out there, if he wants to reach out to me, hey, go right on ahead. Um, most of my viewers know exactly, you know, the type of building and stuff that I do. All right, let's get back over here. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to cover in all this area with dirt or leave it open. Might make for a nice little lake area. Wait, wait, wait. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Well, we can get some of our stone from here. We would have to do something about the water. Oh, and look, there's iron right there. Thank you, Iron. Uh, I think my usual viewers is anywhere between we have Sea Wallace, we have Phoenix, of course you EJ, whenever you get a chance. What do you have for sale, Senor? Water bottle for Emerald, hay bales for Emerald. Yeah, you don't really have anything good. Um, there we go. Can't believe they would spit on me like that, you know? Here, we'll just chunk that into there. We will do something like that. Throw the wood in there. Throw those. All right, we got enough for that. Okay. No, I haven't built a house yet. I mean, we literally just started this world this morning. Um, sorry about that. We have found where we would like to build, or start building. And right now we are gathering materials for that build. You know, we're gonna need some spruce. I want to look at the locations of where lights are coming in or coming through, so we can kind of use like shadows to play with stuff. Which we should be close enough to actually start building our very first house on this world. What do you do as your job? I am a DSP. What I do for a living is I help people with disabilities. Um, Not every day is it gonna be glamorous, but you know, it feels good to help those that need a little bit of help in life. When you come home and you're exhausted and you're just tired, but you made a difference in somebody's life, that's the best feeling ever. You know, even if they can't communicate with you, but you know that they enjoyed, like, let's say their lunch very good that day, um, or like they just smile at you. It's the best feeling in the world. It's not going to be fun. Yeah, but you know, doing DSP work, like we really do have fun a lot of the times. Oh, we're our ex. Oops, ouch. All right, let's build another axe and then we'll take down that tree. There we go. There we go. But that's what I do for a living. What about you? What do you do for a living? I mean, even being in school, that's a job. Oh, I couldn't imagine being a kid nowadays and going to school. Nice. I kind of thought that, but I couldn't remember. Oh, let's go on in. There we go. Got it. Got it. I understand that. You know, I mean, I'm sorry that you got bullied, but I know with like how volatile everything is now. Oh, I just honestly could not imagine growing up nowadays and going to school. I honestly couldn't. Let's see. There we go. Now I just need to figure out where exactly do I want this first house to go. Um, we need to. Uh, guess we don't need to get any more of these trees. Here we will put that there. Let's see. I mean, even if we had to take down like one of these smaller hills, that's fine. What? I didn't even see that before. Dude. Yeah. Well, you have to understand it because I'm in the same boat. Okay. I grew up in a different time. I grew up in a time where, you know, if you were getting bullied, you dealt with it. You know, you either dealt physically with the bully or you would go to, like your principal or your school counselor, and they would deal with it. Usually the bullies, they would get just expelled. I don't know what it's like now, but that's what should happen. They should be expelled. I think what we're going to do is we might bring down this one just a little bit. So just remember, when your parents and I, when we were in school, things were dealt with a whole lot differently. Not like how it's done today. Um, I think today's schooling is just chaotic. I think that they need to really start teaching kids. Work like that anymore. Like when my brother was in school, some dude punched him and my brother got expelled. Yeah. See, it, it's just, in all honesty, it's just sad. What everybody has to deal with. We're going to take this and we're going to make our little chess monster here. We will do that. We will put that there. Put that there. Then this. Okay. We'll just toss that in there. Boom, boom, boom. We got lodestone, we got obsidian, we have flint. We will put that in there. Take that. Okay, so we will need some shovels. Because yeah. I mean the school, I don't know. It just feels like the school system has lost its way. You're there, you're supposed to be teaching kids, how to interact with one another, how to live peacefully, just like how, you know, you do in your normal life whenever you're outside of school, you know, get along with each other, you know, be able to understand different sides. But I think teachers are more held back than what they should be. Teachers should be able to teach how they want to and what helps kids learn the best. No, it's not. There's a lot of people, they fail to remember that the school system was actually designed um to help out manufacturers. If you think about back in those days, a lot of people couldn't read, a lot of people couldn't write. But if you were like a business owner and you owned a manufacturing place, you would need people that could read and write. And so, that's why you do reading, writing, math. Of course, they added science and other parts to it. But basically, all that you needed to learn was how to read, how to write, how to do simple math back in the days, and that's all that took. I like the schools that offer, like the college courses to their students, like machine shop, welding, stuff like that, just to give people and give the students, an idea of what's going to be like being an adult at their age. Yeah. School's tailored to what you want to do. But then, you know, even at that, it would be up to the parents to actually enroll their kids into something like that. And what if the kid changes their mind, after 5 years? Then you're going to switch to a different school. Now, if you know like a school has like a good welding program or something kind of similar to that, then yeah, you might want to go to that school. But I think within the next couple years, um, when people get fed up, um, of how the school system's actually working, I think we will start seeing more schools for kids that have, X, Y, and Z to offer. Yeah. I mean, in my book, as long as like my son gets good grades and he's enjoying school and he's not being picked on, to me that's all that I really want for him. I don't want my son to get bullied. I don't want anybody to get bullied. But as far as my son, what he decides to do whenever he gets older, that's totally up to him. If he wants to be a police officer, then that's fine. If he wants to be a firefighter, you know, a barista, whatever it is, as long as he's happy and he understands that, the guarantees that were out there, yeah, the guarantees, when my parents were, you know, growing up and stuff like that, those guarantees are not there anymore for any one of us. You think back and you hear, the stories of you go to school, you get good grades, after school you get a good paying job, you get married, you start a family, you buy a house and all this and that. That doesn't happen anymore. Not on the grand scale like what used to happen. Like I've came to terms years ago. I'm never gonna own a house. It's too expensive. What I enjoy doing as a living isn't gonna make me rich. I mean, rich in memories, yeah, but it's nothing that I'm gonna be able to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, I'll be able to afford a home." It's just not in my book. So I think the sooner people realize that those guarantees that were told to people as they were young, you work hard, you do all this and that. It doesn't really happen like that anymore. You can work hard all your life. You can go to college. And I'm not saying don't go to college, but you can go to college. But what do you get out of college? You get a bill. You got to start paying off your college. And what if the field that you're in doesn't really pay all that well? You're not going to get an arm and a leg. Right now, I'm not afraid to say it, I make $20 an hour being a DSP. $20 an hour for 2 weeks worth of work, and you're still making only $1,000. That should tell you something. Well, buying a house, that you're putting down your roots. You're putting down that foundation for your kids to always be able to know that, hey, look, there's always this home for you. Your kids grow up in it, you make memories in that home. But now you look at how society's going, you have more and more people that are deciding to not buy homes, not buy apartments. I mean, whenever you're looking at a single family apartment, a 3-bedroom apartment in low income, you're still paying $1,500. Yeah, some people go to college, and that's good. Awesome if you go to college. It wasn't for me. No, you're not. Even without going to college, you're not going to fail in the world. Okay, let's start up another row. All right, we gotta get more stone. Let's actually. All right, we'll take that with us. Yeah, I mean that's what's happening to a lot of young adults, is they get into college and they start working hard in college, and then they wind up changing what exactly they want to do, which isn't their fault. We'll put that in there. But it's not fair to, call people out on it, I guess. If somebody wants to, change their mind 4 or 5 times, then by all means, that's what's going to happen. I mean, whenever I first got out into the real world, I was working fast food. I did fast food for a couple years. My philosophy is not the same as everybody else's. I don't believe that we should be just a number to employers. If your regional manager doesn't know your name, that's not a company I would want to work for. If your regional manager or your general manager just doesn't know who you are, when somebody's like, oh, so and so is doing an excellent job at work, that might not be the best place for you to work. You know, why are you gonna make the rich richer and you're struggling to survive? You're not gonna do that. You know, we're supposed to be living the American dream. Let's live the American dream and have fun doing whatever it is that we want to do. Right. I mean, just do whatever it is that you love and you enjoy doing. Bottom line. All right, I think after this layer, we can actually start working on building. Yeah, I mean, the best thing to do, and like I've been telling people, um, be yourself and be honest. You know, let's see, we will do that. And at least right now, we're getting some materials that we could use on our builds. Yes, I sure did. We played a horror game. It was all right. I mean, I think the last major hit that we actually had on this channel was when we were doing our storage system in our last world. We got 112 views. Okay. And we might take out that little area right over there. Fun, fun, fun. Wow. Yeah, I think on ours we got a couple views. Um, I've even thought about, maybe I need to change up my whole entire genre on it. Um, because like the Let's Play series is no longer really a thing in content creating. Um, it used to be like real big. A Let's Play series, you would get views upon views. Let's go on and break up this. Yay, we're almost done with hearing this thing out. And it feels like it's a decent size for what we're going for. Maybe put something off this direction too. I hear you, doggo. Uh-oh. It's becoming night. We gotta run. Yes, I have. It's not really a game for me. I didn't really care for it, but I did play it whenever it first came out. Oh, like I've been saying, I've gotten really into first person shooters. Oh, as probably everybody can tell. Let's see, we will grab that. That should be enough. Um, I know those games aren't everybody's cup of tea. Um, but they're nice to play if you want to just sit there and blow off some steam. Yeah, I haven't even played it. since like all the updates and stuff. I have, but like recently I've been playing Helldivers. I've been playing Arc Raiders. So now we have a little platform. The let's get us some wood. And we will also take some dirt as a building block. Oh, we do that. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll do something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Maybe something like that. We could probably push it out. 1, 2. Five. And we'll do something like that. Nice little starter home. Okay, let's get some more wood. This is going to take some decent amount of wood to at least do the frame. Go and take out this tree. Really? To me, it just feels like a normal size home. Might be 2 stories. I don't know yet. So, what size do you normally make yours? Like a 10 by 10, 20 by 20? There we go. Oop, this one needs to go so that way the leaves can fall. Oh, okay. All right. So let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna take a lot of damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna eat. I love how on Java your health comes back faster. Let's go on and eat again. Boom. There we go. We'll eat again. And let's let our health fully go. Go. Oop. So we did make those a little too high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. It's all right. We can reclaim them. All right. Let's go on and eat. Bro's building a home for a family with 5 with a baby on the way. Pick up all that. Boom. All right. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. It's not that big. Yeah. That thing's bigger. Really? Because it would be like, where is it? Back here. It'd be, let's see. You would have a double chest like that, double chest, and then double chest. Yeah, to me, it just it feels small. So we probably won't be doing chest right there. And then let's see. And now we need to get more stone. Let's see. I guess what we can do is we can actually tear up this floor. Yeah, especially early game. If I can figure out how to make a copper golem. I haven't watched none of the videos on it. Okay. Oh, okay. And does that automatically give you um the copper chest, or do you have to make that separately? Because it's what the things you put in the copper chest that they will sort through. Yeah. See, not that big. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, what I think we're going to wind up doing is on this back wall back here, or maybe in here. We'll figure out what's the best way to go, and it's probably going to be It'll probably be that way. We could do our mine shaft entrance back here. Get a nice drink of coffee. Let's keep going. Okay, let's gather some dirt. Um, Actually, we do have dirt on us. Not really worried about floor design in this. Okay, and then maybe something like this. Temporarily, yeah. Um, we will be having a grass floor temporarily until we get enough materials to actually change it out. And what we can do is we can go on and move our chests and stuff into here. Let's pick up this. Boom. Boom. See? Let's look at it from a distance. Doesn't look that big. I think it'll look pretty good up there. Um, we just need to figure out what block to use for walls, because that's what one thing I like using is I like to use walls in my builds, and that's because they set off just a little bit, and it kind of gives it like a different dimension. Let's see, we will throw that in there. There we go. And then we will throw that in there. Okay. Um, we're probably gonna go through and maybe add some cool stuff. Like I would like to have a map, um, like one of those circular maps. Um, Now some of the other Java people, I see like on the right side of their screen that they have like all the blocks. I don't know what that is or what that is for. Like whenever they go into like crafting, over here would be like, and if you can see my mouse, but like over here on this side of the screen is like all the different blocks that you can craft. Um, thinking that, and maybe like over in the corner, like a little map. Let's see. Yo, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a good day, Iron. Um, yeah, what I'm talking about is like you see some of these other Java players, they have like the little mini map on the far right, upper right hand corner. I think that would be something pretty interesting to incorporate into this world. Let's see. We'll put those down there. Okay. We'll take those, place those right there. We'll just topple those in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. There goes that one. Oops. Kind of light up this area. We're probably going to build like a small little wheat farm right over here just to tie in the build. Um, so hopefully I can find them. The only thing that I'm not too excited about is the amount of updates that Minecraft does. A lot of your add-ons don't work properly until you update them, and sometimes it's like a week to 2 weeks after the fact that you know some of the mods get updated. So who knows? We might just not update until they release something cool. At least cool in our books. Okay. This one we will just do something like this. Roll those up there. We will get that up there. Um, we'll throw our wood tools up there. We will throw those in there. We'll just claim those as our first stone tools. There's a plugin I really like called Timber. Yeah, I've heard about that. That would be cool. And it would be like super beneficial to have. Yeah, we picked it all up. But I'm afraid that it would become like whenever I do the replay mod, it wouldn't show like the leaves despawning and dropping items. I don't know how that would look. Here, we'll throw our bundles down here. Oh, okay, so we do have our first stone axe. We'll just toss that in there. 3, and then we'll do 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay. And then this one we will just drop. There's also create mod. What is create mod? Um is that what Foxy No-Tail has been playing on? We'll just throw that stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So we need to figure. I guess we need to actually go get more material. Let's get us a couple pickaxes going. And then, what about this? And of course, it's gonna rain right as soon as we decide to do this. Okay. Let's go on and do what we said we were gonna do. Okay. We'll pull that one up and we'll skip a block. Now we can plant our potatoes there. Yeah, set packs and machines and stuff. Interesting. Here, we will toss that back in there. Where are our potatoes? And we will get out some pumpkins. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Okay. So what we're gonna do is I want this a very tall roof. So we will dig it out kind of like this. You know, take our time. I want to see what granite, andesite stuff looks like. We're not really in a rush. There we go. And then we will clear out this. I still have to admit, Minecraft is definitely still my go-to game whenever I want to rest and relax. All right, let's get another pickaxe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put that there. Now let's see if we can sleep. There we go. I mean, at least this is going to be nice and tall. Sounds like we're already near some lava. I mean, wouldn't that be something if like we just like happen to run into an ancient city? I think that would be crazy. I'm definitely not ready for an ancient city, no matter how fun it would be. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. We still got one more row to go. Create mod. And can you believe that they finally made it to where Bedrock pauses whenever you go to the start screen? I think that was something that a lot of players were asking for. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. I'm surprised I haven't seen any like diorite or andesite yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, how are you doing today? One. Thank you for checking out this channel. No, this is just a solo world. Sorry. But I mean, you can definitely watch. This is on Java, so feel free to watch. Let's see. I think it's F3. Hmm. Now I know that all this stuff got changed. Let's see. Options done. Back to game. There used to be a way that would show like your world seed. Um, but after this stream, we'll probably throw the world seed into the description, so that way, if anybody wants to, they can play at home right along with us, build where we're going to be building, and just having fun. One, two, three, four. One more. What? One, two, three, four. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to come back for that lapis. Now we might do like what we did in our last series. We might, dig out and build some stuff underground. You still here? 2013. Yeah, that's like one of the biggest things. People come in, say hi, be like, "Can can we play Minecraft? Can we join?" And it's like, as soon as you tell them no, they're gone. And see, those are the type of people that I wouldn't want in my world. What in the world was that? Yeah. Well, most of the times, like, once you tell somebody no, they literally do leave. It's surprising for those that do stay, few and far between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Come on, Andersite. Let's see. Yeah, we're still at Y level 14. So northwest would be like right there. Let's see. What was the stats? Damage dealt 459. Damage absorbed. Barrels open 1. Yeah. So I haven't died yet. I guess that's a good thing. Actions, mobs. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Um, get us some more iron stuff. Oh, I just can't believe we're not finding anything like granite and andesite unless they spawn 1, 2, 3, 4 further down. I thought that would be like a mix, not just straight stone. There we go. Now we'll probably just sit here and mine down. Um, for a little bit longer. We'll get some resources. Two, three. So when are you going to do your next video? Or are you working on your video? 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, hopefully we can find like a big huge cave system. One, two, three, four, five. We haven't really done that bad. Maybe just come up here, fall asleep real quick. Maybe take it down to like Y16. And then we can start working on like the little separate pods. Nice. Nice. We'll toss that in there. Toss that. Um, I've thought about it. Um, I just think it would be like very, very tedious to do. Because I think by now, I mean, for the most part, like we're trying everything that we can to get views and stuff like that. Like doing noob to pros, that gets some views, but not as many as I would hope for or like to get. Yeah, because you're not just thinking about what you want to do. You're thinking about what is going to get you views. Well, what is going to get you views? Like what? Who was it? I think it was Prowl. Um, he was saying that now he has to. He's already done his application. He's having to go back to work because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because no longer is YouTube viable for his family to live off of being a content creator. So, which is sad because I've been watching him for years. Prowl is the guy that does the Bedrock guides. He was with Blue Jay, and then I guess they both went their separate ways. Two, three. So we'll just gather up a little bit more rocks, and then well, stone, cobblestone, whatever you want to call it. Um, and then we will probably start smelting it up into real stone. We're not finding any andesite, diorite, granite. So I don't think that's gonna be part of our building palette. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, we'll put that there. Let's see, what level are we on? My Fortnite content does really well, but I'm running out of ideas for it. See, that's the thing is, whenever you're thinking about ideas and stuff, coming up with the ideas is fine. But it's like, okay, a first person shooter. What's a good idea for a video? You know, can I solo this whole entire round and defeat everybody? You know, you might spend 10, 15 hours on recording content for that and none of it's usable. I mean, don't get me wrong, you could probably use some of it for like, oh, I just found this location, best hiding location to snipe out somebody. You might be able to do like smaller videos like that, but as a whole, it's like, okay, what what kind of content could you get out of that video? Look at that, we finally hit granite. Did we already have granite? That's strange. And then like you can do like your videos, you know, plays, but only with pistols. Yeah. That's why I've started like recording a bunch of my gameplay for the actual clips themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll press F3. Oh, all right. So we need to go down 4 more. Yeah. Oh, wrong button. Now this should put us at Y level 16 if we do this correctly. I think it's yeah, one more. Now, why level 16? I like doing my mining at for a couple reasons. It's the iron level. Okay, so this is why level 16. We'll get this stuff in. Yeah, dude, for Fortnite, I kind of just make funny content like becoming an Uber driver in Fortnite. Interesting. Interesting. Have you tried using um Let's see if I can find it. What is it called? Oh, I'm looking for it. Um, oh, if I can find it. Um, but what it does is it gives you help on on like what you're struggling in as far as YouTube. Um, I don't know the name right offhand. One, two, three, four, five. And then the if we came down, maybe we go in by three. Something like that. It was called. I guess it's not that important if I don't remember it right. Let's see. We're going to just take this up and out just a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, I do on my off days because, for one, my girlfriend's awesome. And so she lets me play basically all day on my days off. But um it's hard to get motivated. Okay. Like if you look at some of my other videos um that we've done recently, there might be like one or two shorts that we could get out of some of them. But me, it's like, I don't know. How are you doing, Soul Hunter? I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Here, we will go on and just dump that stuff in there. We will take out that dirt. Yeah, I'm not seeing any undersight. So, could that be wrong? Well, not Endersite, but we didn't get a thing for the. All right. Let's go on and build us a actual iron sword. We'll toss in our very first stone sword. Wow, that's good. That's good. You've been playing a lot of games recently. Um, and here we will actually just build another chest. Well, another furnace. We'll put right over here. There's our coal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so we will have this gone and start smelting. Let's go out. Let's plant some more spruce trees. Now, as far as this series goes, I don't really have any plans for it. Like I said, I just want to be able to relax, not really have to worry about stuff, and just fall in. No, I haven't been able to play anything. Just want to fall back in love with, the reason why, you know, I first fell in love with Minecraft. Just for the game itself, not having to, really just impress anybody, just being myself and just enjoying the game. People out there are like that, and they want to come and watch, then great. But being able to sit there and not have to worry about all the little different things, I think that will be best. Oh, let's see. There we go. And then we will put that one right there. Yeah, I've been playing Helldivers 2, Raiders. I've even thought about getting back into Ark, just the Xbox edition of Ark. Um, just as these are the types of games that I like to play. And we can put in our wheat seeds. There we go. I think a lot of the potatoes are already fully grown. Interesting. Get that. Well, we do have boots and helmet. What if we went all iron? And we can get that achievement. Let's see. Toss that up there. Like, what in the world was that? All right, let's go plant the rest of these trees. We're just gonna dot them across. Go on and grab these seeds. Okay, I will be here. Let's see. All right, we will put that up. Uh, there we go. Yay. Let's see. Okay, 2, 3. Okay, we will put that one there. All right, do we have any corn? Well, not corn, but um, any carrots? All right, so there we go. There we go. Sleep. We will top that off. Okay. So we're gonna need a lot. A lot of those blocks. And we don't have food on us. See, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Oh man. So we're trying to get plenty of stone um for this. We can actually probably go down here. Let's collect some sand. We're gonna need that for glass. Thank you. Thank you. That's from our last world that I was on. We'll just probably take all this sand. And I would like to make a couple campfires. Because I did see some bees around here. So if I can get the campfires, I think that would be a good start. We could actually get honey. We could start messing around with copper. Let's see. Let's get back up here. Okay, we'll take those out. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just toss that in. Toss that in there. But at least we're all kitted out in iron, right? Might not have everything that we need, but we do have iron. So we'll just let all this stuff continue to just build up for ourselves. Let's see. There we go. We got 24 more. Okay. Let's get glass panes. There we go. Let's see. Boom, boom. Yeah. Yay. Now some of these might be just like walled up. I don't know yet. Well, that's the thing. If you start a server, there's plenty of places on Facebook that you can post that you're looking for, you know, X, Y, and Z. Oh, okay. But that's like Castle Rock. That's where I found a lot of my players. Was via Facebook. We will. And then maybe this one. Oh, oops. Yeah, I mean, I have like three people to join, but no one other than that. No, well, the thing about it is, start thinking about what kind of server would you want. Do you want one where like it's kind of like Hermitcraft, to where people open up shops and just, like a stack for a diamond and stuff like that? Or what exactly is it that you're wanting the outcome to be? Let's see. There we go. Oh, okay. Then that would be the foundation I would start. If you have like three people to join, um, you know, I would communicate with them. Are you gonna be resetting your world? Is that world just gonna keep on going? There, like for me, there's different questions that I ask when I get invites into certain people's worlds. You know, is it, are you planning on resetting? If so, when? Yeah, I don't either. Um, like today, what did I do today? Today, I closed my Bedrock realms, both of them. I closed those. I closed my Java realm today. I stopped my subscriptions for Fallout 76, both of them. Um, so I know that for like Java, there's a lot more that we can do with Java, but it's, figuring out how to do it and getting it done. I mean, for me, I would like to have something like what the hermits have. I would like to have, nothing but content creators on and, just having fun playing Minecraft. It doesn't have to be anything serious. You don't go over to somebody else's area and steal from them. They don't steal from you, kind of thing. So, oh, okay. I mean, if in all honesty, if it was set up right and it just started out just like how a regular world would be, like, hey, look, you have Discord, you have everybody meeting on Discord saying, hey, look, at this such and such time, we're gonna be starting. I want everybody there at the start of um the server. Um all of us were all content creators, so I would like, you know, all of us live at that moment, set it up something like that, you know, to where it's just you go out, you explore the world, you find a place to build, and you start building. I think that would be a server that I would probably get into. Like you would make spawn, um, where everybody could come there, set up shops. No shop bigger than actual 16 by 16 area. And for those that want shops, they could pay like 3 diamonds to actually you know get a plot around spawn. I mean, if it was something like that, I would probably be interested. As long as, there's no cheating mods, there's nothing that, takes away from the enjoyment of the actual game itself. That would be interesting for me. But they would have to match, like, are they willing to do videos at least once a week? You know, what is the ultimate goal here? Are we ultimately trying to make, something out of this? I'd be down. I mean, like I said, you don't have to add like any of the voice mods, because if you have like a private Discord that's just for those members, even if it wasn't private and other people could join the Discord, as long as you made like one audio section just for the people that are actually on the server, just for the content creators, so you didn't have people that just came in and started talking while you were trying to record or something, or like, let's say, you and me teamed up to do like a build or go adventuring somewhere, and you had those private channels set up so that way I could talk, you could hear it, you could talk, I could hear it. That would be something that I'd be down for. It would have to have structure, you know, because just because you start a world doesn't mean that you can't have other seasons. You know, you could start a world with like 4 or 5 people, and say, hey, look, no further out than 1,000 blocks in the overworld. 1,000 blocks in the overworld, in all directions from spawn. That would give them enough room to where coming back to spawn would be easy. It wouldn't affect the chunks beyond the 1,000 block area whenever you update. And so what you could do is this 1,000 block by 1,000 block area, you can sit there and say, okay, well, this is season 1. I don't know in real life. Same with voice mod. I would have to think about it. Yeah, because like I said, you don't want to be recording a video and somebody's trying to talk to you, but they're just texting you. Like, I don't want, people join and stuff. That's fine, but I wouldn't want, people's messages from the server or whatever being put into a video. Yeah. Yeah, because you could, if you install it, you could not, if you're not allowed to use it, maybe you're allowed to listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, look, there's voice mods and people are talking in it. I'm not talking in it myself, but I can hear what people are saying. You know, you might be able to do something like that. Let's see. And I think we're okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's throw the glass in back here. Okay. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get a path that goes over to our wheat field, something that feels natural. Um, we can decorate the path later. Do something like that. You know, so it just shows that, hey, look, we've been running around here. There's a path that leads to our little field. I know some of my friends would use it though. Yeah, I mean, I would probably use it some, but probably not as much as everybody else because we know we both know how kids are. We're not gonna play that we don't. Um, but definitely you don't want to hear in the background of your videos somebody just raging out, and that was the only clip that you could get. And it has like your friends raging out in the background. Oh my god, you took that from me. I don't really like making content with my friends though because they aren't serious with it and only care about views and not likes or comments or like people coming back. And I'm the opposite. Yeah, like what I want to start doing is I want my videos to start looking better and better. Um yes, we're going to be streaming a lot, but whenever I'm playing on this world and I'm not streaming, I'm going to be recording because I want everybody to see what it takes. I mean, if you look at this house, it's not really that big. Let's see. Do we? Yeah, we do have some dirt. So, what we'll do here, we'll do something like this. We'll probably just put one right there. And we'll switch this up. 3. I think 3 on the back side would look good. Come on, trapdoors. And then we'll, oops, not that one. There we go. Like, I know myself, I want to get better at detailing builds. Like, I'm good at building and sticking to it, large builds. But, like, actually detailing it, like, this looks all right for what it is. Let's actually move back here so we can take a longer view. Well, a distant view. That doesn't look half bad. I like that. I like that a lot. Mm. While we're letting things smelt up there, let's go on and tear out some of these trees, pick up everything. We're going on for 3 hours, so we might end the stream by doing this. Collecting all the wood. Um, letting our stuff smelt up. We're probably gonna need we got one. We'll have to go build another axe here soon. What am I gonna do with the roof? Probably this back corner. Um, I might make it into like a tower. Um, so that section might actually be redone. Um, this one we're probably just gonna have like your usual A-frame roof. Overhanged, 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 and then the tower just coming straight up. Maybe something like that. Which, who knows, we might take a screenshot of it and then take it into Photoshop, draw up a couple ideas. Can't believe that this tree's still going. And if y'all been watching for a while, then y'all know I truly hate doing roofs. But we did find out the hard way on our last world that you really do need to put copper on your roofs, because like one of our roofs were AFKing. Yeah, I know the feeling. I hate them too. Here, we'll chop down a couple trees, couple more. Probably use up the rest of this pickaxe. I mean, not pickaxe, but axe. and then call this video good. I do believe we've been doing our replay mod this whole time. So we should be able to make a nice little cinegraphic, you know, what we did in episode 1. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, for this one, and this is just me. This is how I like to build. Let's see. We're gonna toss that on there. Actually, we did have this. We'll take those. All right. Here we will. There goes that. Now, what I like to do is, I'm pretty sure oak's gonna look good with it. I don't know about birch. And spruce, it would be too much the same. And so, like my overhangs, I like to do something like that. We can make a couple more. Boom. Okay. And then overhang it like that. Like, you definitely have to overhang. And so it will probably, here, let's do something. You talked me into it. All right. Sure. Give it to me. Let's see. Okay. Now we'll just run this right to the middle. Let's see. Now you can always do something like this. Just have it gradually building up. Then, oh, ouch. Try not to fall. Uh, do something like that. And we'll go out and we will check out what this looks like. Yeah, sounds like a pretty truthful one. All right, let's get out here. We're going to look at this. You know, you can go with something like that. I know. Wow, we actually missed it. We went over by one more. Here, we'll clean it up some. Do something like that, and then do you have it going in slowly? You mean by like half slabs? Like slowly going up but using like half slabs? Here, let's do this. Okay, there's our oak slabs. Okay. Going like in from the outside. Oh man, we're gonna need more dirt. Here, let's try this. All right. So I don't know what this is gonna look like. And then all right, see what that's gonna look like. That doesn't look that bad. Toward the side. Yeah, I like that too. Okay, let's see if we can replicate that on this other side. Then we can take down this dirt scaffolding. Okay. So it goes up by one, and like that. Go up by one, two, one, two, two. Before we move this dirt scaffolding, we'll go out here and we'll just take a look at it. All right, chat. Y'all tell me when to turn around. That honestly doesn't look that bad. I would say so for the build. It looks great. Let's go back and let's clean up some stuff. Hmm. And then what if? Yeah. Oh. Oh. Ouch. That will work. I don't think we need to do anything else. Oh no. We will take out that one. Take out that one. I wish I was the world's best builder. Oh, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Let's see. We're gonna build 1, 2, 3, and then we need shovels. There we go. And we will just litter this box with our other stuff. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. I really do appreciate you being here. And definitely whenever you make a decision about what you want to do with the server, let me know. Um, I got a feeling we're gonna need a different color, but I think we're going in the right direction. Okay. Now let's go out there and let's look at it. Oh my, oh my, oh my. um, I really do like that. I do like that. Um, Probably needs like a upside down stairs right there, but I really do like that. If we did, what if we did like deep slate? Well, let's take off this. All right. So I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all that came out and enjoyed the stream. I really enjoyed y'all. I truly do appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.